The publisher of New Telegraph, management, the publisher of New Telegraph, the board and management, Your Excellencies that are here, distinguished senators, members of the National Assembly, honorable members, my very wonderful friends and supporters that are here. Let me first appreciate the management of New Telegraph for recognizing these very wonderful personalities. We are more than 2 million persons in this country. But somehow, through your search, you discovered a few of us. And this very special night, you are according us special recognition. I want to thank the management for that. Today for me is a very special day, and also special for everyone who has believed in me. And I know for believing in me, you have a share of special pain. Some of these pains, some persons describe them as weakness, while others see it as being strong. But I choose, for a lot of reasons, to be weak. Weak because I want peace. Weak because we need to survive. Weak because I need to also protect those things that are dear, not just to me, but to our dear nation. So I want to say it's a special day for everyone. Continue to believe in what you believe in. Weakness is a virtue. It pays at the right time. Let me also say a special thank you to the board again, and also dedicate this award first to God Almighty for making this day for us. To my dear family, unfortunately, my dear wife has gone to pick my children. They are still under 18, so they can't approach without a guardian. To the wonderful people of River State that have shown support, shown quietness, shown maturity that has brought us this far. I will also now end, I don't want to clear how you interpret it or misinterpret it, to also dedicate this award to somebody who also discovered me, not minding the situation, the Honorable Minister of Health City. My Oga, he discovered me, and it's a discovery that gave me this loudness. Thank you for everything. I want to wish everybody a very peaceful night. Enjoy yourself with caution. We're going to see you again sometime this year. Thank you, and God bless you all. Congratulations. Stay back. Stay back and stay.
Siminalayi Fubara has stirred fresh conversation across Nigeria after dedicating a prestigious award to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and many people are now asking what message this sends about the current political atmosphere in Rivers State and beyond. The moment happened during a major public event where the governor received recognition for his leadership, and instead of focusing only on his own achievements, he turned the spotlight toward the man widely seen as his political mentor. He made it clear that he did not rise alone and that support from experienced leaders played a role in his journey, and this statement immediately became a talking point across political circles, media discussions, and everyday conversations. If you value clear political updates like this, please like this video and subscribe so you do not miss important stories that affect our country. Many observers see this dedication as more than a simple thank you message. It comes after a period when both leaders were widely reported to have differences that created tension within political structures in Rivers State. At different times, the situation drew national attention because of its potential impact on governance and stability. That is why this public acknowledgement feels significant. When a sitting governor openly appreciates a former leader who still holds a powerful national position, it sends a signal that dialogue and respect may be taking priority. During his remarks, the governor spoke calmly and chose words that emphasized peace. He explained that leadership sometimes requires patience and understanding, even when opinions differ. He suggested that choosing calm solutions should not be seen as weakness but as a deliberate effort to keep the environment stable for development. This message resonated with many citizens who believe political cooperation helps create better outcomes for communities. People who follow Rivers politics closely know that the relationship between both men has shaped many developments in the state. Wike served as governor before moving to a federal role, and his influence remains strong. Fubara, who worked within the state system before becoming governor, has often acknowledged that he gained experience under that leadership. By dedicating the award, he reinforced that narrative of continuity rather than separation. Across Nigeria, reactions have been mixed but largely thoughtful. Some citizens interpret the gesture as a sign that tensions are easing and that leaders are focusing on common goals. Others see it as a strategic move that reflects the complex nature of political relationships, where public signals can carry deeper meaning. What is clear is that the story has captured attention because Rivers State plays a vital role in the national economy, and stability there matters to many people. Beyond the personalities involved, this moment highlights how leadership is often built on networks of support. In many professions, individuals rise through guidance and collaboration, and politics is no different. When leaders publicly acknowledge those who help them, it can inspire others to value teamwork and mentorship. It also reminds citizens that governance is rarely a solo effort. The award itself symbolizes recognition for contributions to public service, and ceremonies like this often provide leaders with a chance to reflect on their journey. By sharing credit, the governor framed his success as part of a broader story that includes colleagues, supporters, and the people of the state. This approach can strengthen trust because it shows awareness that leadership comes with shared responsibility. Political analysts note that gestures of respect can help reduce uncertainty. When influential figures communicate positively, it can calm speculation and encourage cooperation among stakeholders. For businesses, community leaders, and residents, a stable environment often means greater confidence in future plans. That is why symbolic moments sometimes carry practical implications. At the same time, citizens are watching to see whether this message translates into continued collaboration. Public statements set expectations, and people naturally look for actions that match the tone of unity. Observers will be paying attention to policy decisions, joint initiatives, and overall communication between different political groups to understand the direction of governance. In conversations across social platforms, many Nigerians are sharing opinions about what strong leadership looks like. Some believe strength is shown through firm positions, while others value the ability to listen and find common ground. The governor's emphasis on peace has added to this debate, encouraging reflection on how leaders can balance conviction with cooperation. Moments like this also remind us that politics is dynamic. Relationships evolve as circumstances change, and leaders often adapt to new realities. What matters most to citizens is whether these developments lead to progress in areas such as infrastructure, economic opportunities, education, and public services. Ultimately, people want to see results that improve everyday life. As the discussion continues, it is important to remember that public perception can influence political momentum. When citizens feel reassured, it can create a supportive atmosphere for initiatives aimed at development. Clear communication plays a key role in building that confidence, and messages that highlight unity often resonate widely. If you are finding this breakdown helpful, please like this video and subscribe so you stay informed about the stories shaping Nigeria's future. Looking deeper, the story also raises questions about how leaders navigate complex expectations. On one hand, they must honor past alliances, on the other, they must chart their own path. Balancing these responsibilities requires careful communication and thoughtful decision-making. The governor's remarks suggest an awareness of this balance and a desire to maintain harmony while fulfilling his mandate. For young people observing the political scene, this moment offers lessons about the value of gratitude and professionalism. Recognizing those who contributed to one's journey can build goodwill and strengthen relationships. It also demonstrates that success often involves acknowledging the contributions of others rather than claiming credit alone. Another interesting aspect is how the public interprets symbolic gestures. A simple dedication can spark conversations about future cooperation, policy direction, and leadership style. This shows how closely citizens watch political developments and how even brief statements can carry lasting impact. In the broader national context, stories like this contribute to ongoing conversations about governance and unity. Nigeria's diversity means that collaboration across regions and political groups is essential for stability. When leaders emphasize respect, it can reinforce the idea that progress is possible through dialogue. Residents of Rivers State have expressed hopes that continued cooperation will support ongoing projects and encourage new investments. Economic activity often benefits from predictability, and positive signals from leadership can boost confidence among stakeholders. This connection between political tone and economic outlook highlights why such moments attract attention beyond the immediate event. The dedication also underscores the importance of acknowledging history. Political journeys are shaped by past experiences, and recognizing that history can provide context for current decisions. By referencing his path, the governor connected present leadership with earlier chapters, offering a narrative that emphasizes continuity. Observers have also pointed out that public ceremonies often serve as opportunities to communicate broader messages. Leaders use these platforms to address citizens, clarify positions, and express intentions. The governor's choice to focus on appreciation suggests a deliberate effort to reinforce unity. As conversations continue, many Nigerians are reflecting on how cooperation among leaders can influence the overall political climate. Positive interactions can set an example that encourages constructive engagement across different levels of government. This, in turn, can support smoother implementation of policies that benefit communities. The story reminds us that governance is not only about decisions but also about relationships. Building trust requires consistent communication, mutual respect, and a willingness to work together despite differences. These qualities can shape how effectively leaders respond to challenges and opportunities. From a communication perspective, the governor's message was clear and measured. He avoided strong language and focused on appreciation, which helped frame the moment as constructive rather than confrontational. This approach can reduce tension and encourage productive dialogue among stakeholders. Citizens are also discussing how public recognition of mentorship can inspire others in leadership roles. When experienced figures are acknowledged, it reinforces the value of guidance and institutional knowledge. This can contribute to a culture where collaboration is respected and encouraged. Looking ahead, attention will likely remain on how relationships within the political landscape continue to evolve. People will watch for signs of cooperation in policy discussions and community initiatives. The dedication has set a tone that many hope will lead to positive outcomes. For viewers following national affairs, this story offers insight into the interplay between personal relationships and public responsibilities. Leaders often operate within networks that influence decision-making, and understanding these dynamics can provide a clearer picture of governance. The conversation also highlights the role of citizens in shaping political narratives. Public reactions, discussions, and expectations can influence how leaders communicate and respond. This interactive dynamic underscores the importance of staying informed and engaged. In many ways, the dedication serves as a reminder that leadership involves both vision and humility. Recognizing the contributions of others can strengthen credibility and foster goodwill, which are valuable assets in public service. It also shows that respect remains an important part of political culture. As the story continues to unfold, analysts will examine whether this moment leads to new initiatives or collaborative efforts that benefit residents. The connection between symbolic gestures and practical outcomes is something observers will monitor closely. The broader takeaway is that political developments often carry layers of meaning. A single statement can reflect history, signal intentions, and shape expectations. Understanding these layers helps citizens interpret events with greater clarity. For many Nigerians, the hope is that moments like this contribute to a stable environment where leaders focus on delivering tangible improvements. Stability can create opportunities for growth, innovation, and community development, which ultimately benefit everyone. As we reflect on the significance of this development, it is clear that leadership involves navigating complex relationships while maintaining focus on public service. The dedication of the award has sparked conversation not only about individuals but also about the direction of governance. If you appreciate thoughtful analysis like this, please like this video and subscribe to continue receiving reliable updates. In conclusion, the gesture has opened a new chapter in public discussion about cooperation, respect, and leadership style. It highlights the importance of acknowledging contributions while focusing on the future. Citizens will continue to watch how these dynamics influence decisions and progress in Rivers State and across Nigeria. Staying informed allows everyone to better understand how such moments fit into the larger picture of national development, and ongoing engagement ensures that the conversation remains constructive and forward-looking.